Hi friends, welcome to Cricket Caviar. Today we'll be
Right.
doing a post-match analysis. That match happened between Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. The first of the ODIs happened in Palekeli and it was absolutely a run fest. Sri Lanka scored 381 runs, a very first double centurion in the name of Nissanka. And then Afghanistan shot a lot of fight chasing that massive target but came short by 42 runs. Hi guys, how are you today?
Yeah, Pratik, doing well. I must say, first of all, where was Avishka Fernando for all these years? Because I remember in Champions Trophy 2017, he played a fabulous knock and beat India. You know, didn't eliminate India, but he played a great knock to get Sri Lanka a win. And
Hmm.
India went into the semi-final with a loss actually. So I don't know where he vanished, but yeah, really missed watching him bat. And if you see the flow of Sri Lankan innings, actually they were flying at the start, and somehow I feel when Karunaratne is not there, so
Hmm.
Nissanka gets that freedom to go hard in the power play. And of course, Fazalak Faruqi, we know he's an expensive bowler and he always goes around for runs. I was impressed with Farid Malik. He went for 3 overs, 40 runs, but then made a incredible comeback, even bowled a maiden over. But yeah, Nissanka got that freedom because he was batting with Avishka Fernando. And Sri Lanka slowed down actually from 10 overs 88 to 30 overs. They were 200 something.
And
So
that was primarily because of Kushal Mendes, who somehow was not looking at
yeah,
any time in his best. Like we saw
actually
that,
Nabi bowled really well. Nabi and Farid Malik both
yeah.
bowled very well. So they were
And
not
Abhishek
giving
Fernando is
anything.
also the same guy who was a find from that weird T20I series between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. I keep mentioning that in my videos. That was one T20I series where Sri Lanka went to Pakistan. They resumed cricket there
Hmm.
2017. And Avishka
Hmm.
Fernando was also one of the finds from that series, just like Rajapaksa. And he comes back again to international cricket with a
Hmm.
fabulous run ball 82. And
Hmm.
but yeah, credit to Nissanka, as Manisha rightly said in our group chat. Has a team ever lost when someone scores a double century in ODI? And I guess the answer is no. What do you want to say, Manisha, about Nissanka's
Yeah,
200 and first 200
yeah,
on the land of Sri Lanka as well,
yeah,
and
yeah,
for Sri Lanka?
yeah. I remember, I think 2022 Asia Cup, I always used to get confused between Kushal Mendes and Pathum Nishanka because they were opening that time, and what a stellar partnership. They like played many match-winning knocks. And I was like, who is who? But I remember, I think it's Harsha Bhogle or Ravi Shastri. I'm not exactly sure, but they were like singing praise of Nisanka.
Hmm.
And honestly, hardly he fails. He even Sri Lanka loses, wins. He gives his everything. And today, in front of Sanat Jayasuriya, he's scoring double century. It was such a treat to watch. And the delighting part was even after he scored his double century till the last over, I think it was Gulbadin who was bowling. He's still like hitting four, sixes. I mean, he's just not tired. I thought he will get tired with something, but yeah, it was a
He's
wonderful
such a
knock that
batsman. I've seen him score so many fabulous 40s and then he gets out. Yesterday, it
true.
was great to see him playing to his full
Yeah,
potential, batting till the very last ball. And I remember, as you were
yeah,
saying, he hit the last two balls for a six and a four.
true,
Shikhar,
true.
and
Yeah, his
also
acceleration
comparing it
was
with
actually amazing.
Sanat Jayasuriya could have scored the first double hundred actually 20 years ago against India.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same because he got out on 189 and there were some 5 overs still remaining in that match. India also got bowled out for 54 in Sharjah. But, the best thing about Nissanka knock was that at 40 overs, he was just
142.
136, and he accelerated really well. And even, Sri Lanka accelerated from 260 to 380. So he scored like
Yeah.
more than half the runs there, and
Also,
despite
yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, it
even
reminded me like the way Virat, scored his 50th century in front of Sachin. It was like a master and a prodigy. Same case happened with Sanat Jayasuri and Pathum Nishanka. It was like if he could not do, I did it, something like that. So it was a kind of that. But yeah, I think except Kushal Mendes, I don't know what is wrong with him after getting the captaincy. I was telling in the group also, right? He's not a bad player. I mean, he played so well before he got captaincy, and he's a good wicket keeper also. I saw one of his low hanging catch, which I think it was of Rahmat Shah, if I'm not wrong. It was a very
Fernandez is
good
one of the
catch.
sweetest timer of the ball. He has to find
Yeah,
consistency. In the
what
World Cup,
what
he
has
led the World
happened
Cup
to
with
him?
his first two innings and then completely failed rest of the
True,
matches. By the way,
true.
Sadira Samaravikrama is also a great addition to this
He's
side.
a
He had
great,
such a
he's
good
a good
partner
fight.
in the
Yeah.
such a good innings in the middle.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
He's a delight to watch as well. Not much in the
Hmm.
bowling for Afghanistan there. 381, a very big target.
Yeah, and
And
Fazal Farooqi should not play ODI at least. Anyways,
Yeah,
in even in
I
T20
mean,
is so unpredictable also, but ODI no ways. No,
I'm just tired of Fazal Farooqi, man. I'm just tired of seeing him getting smacked around
no
like
variation, nothing.
I mean, why are you playing that
there was
guy?
one more
Exactly.
fast bowler. I don't know where he is. I'm not able to remember the name. But there was four. There are four. Fazalak Farooqui, Farid Malik, Naveen Ulhaq, and there is one more fast bowler. He's not getting the chance.
Yeah, I mean, just drop Fazal Farooqi and go with Naveen Ulak and Farid Malik and whatever spinners you want to play. Just play
Yeah.
all the spinners because Fazalak is not. Palekile is a ground actually where the ball swings. Like we saw
Mm.
Pramod Madushan swinging the ball. Even in
Oh,
the Asia
let's
Cup,
let's talk
True.
about
we
that.
saw the
Let's directly
Pakistan.
dive into that. Shikhar, it reminded me
Yeah,
of
no.
Mumbai
Just
matches
a
in
minute.
the World Cup.
Just a minute. So even Pakistan bowlers, if you see, there was an ODI in Palekile. So we saw Naseem Shah and Shaheen Shah getting that swing. But Fazal Farooqi, who is known for bowling swing, could not get any swing out of this wicket. I mean, how poor was his performance yesterday? And I think why are Afghans not getting tired of him? He's getting smacked around, and Afghans should take some pride in their. They have bowlers like Rashid Khan who are unfortunately not playing, but they should never be conceding 380. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a team that won 3 matches in the World Cup and they are playing like idiots right now. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have any hopes
And
from
also,
them.
losing by 42, I think it's 42 runs, right? So
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
not like
Hmm.
that humongous, difference. So if you could have like given some another bowler a chance, I think there was still a hope because
Hmm.
we know how the partnership played out and all. Just giving, but Fazal Farooq is serious. I can't watch him anymore in any format, and I let him stick to IPL if he wants to. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like him at all.
Yeah, he's one of the poorest death bowlers also. Yeah,
Seriously.
along yeah,
Yeah. Noor
Yeah.
Ahmed is probably another choice for the fast bowlers, by the way. Yeah.
Noor. Okay,
Noor,
Noor is the spinner.
right?
No, 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 there are many Noors. There are many, many
Oh,
Noors.
Okay, okay.
oh.
And Noor also bowled poorly yesterday. He also
Mm.
got smacked. I think
One is
Nabi was
Mitchell
the
Noor,
best
one
bowler.
is Noor the spinner, and then is this other Noor is a fast bowler.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, we cannot compare Noor Ahmed, the spinner, with someone like Nabi. And obviously, he has just started in playing all this international big league games. With Rashid also not being there, we cannot go that hard on him. But I mean, yeah, it's
I mean,
what it
forget the
is.
bowling. What did Afghanistan do after that? 55 for
Oh,
5, chasing
God.
382. What was that?
The first four, like we tell it Fab Four, these were like the worst four. I mean, what was that? Are you like newcomers in the team? I mean, Gurbaz. I mean, Gurbaz need to have some sense in his. I mean,
Gurbaz
like
is
he's,
always
yeah,
confused what strike rate to
exactly.
play. I think he's always confused. And then if you have a good quality swing bowler, you can actually trouble the both of them, Gurbaz
Yeah,
and Zadran. And that's what happened. They were getting clean
yeah,
bowls by Madushan.
true,
Three
true,
overs,
true.
6 for 3. What a spell. It reminded me of World Cup matches in Mumbai because Mumbai was high scoring matches, but under lights of second innings, the ball
Yeah,
would swing like anything. It was
yeah,
just like
yeah,
in Palikili yesterday.
yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah,
if
it
I'm not
always happens in
wrong,
Palikiri.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Madushan is the same guy, right? Who I think in Asia Cup, like
Who is
the
Yes,
first
Madushan?
yes.
over he did some 12, and he was like, "Kab khatam hoga iska over," something
Oh,
like that. And after
No,
that, he
no.
just came. It's
I
not
mean,
that.
Madushan is that bowler who actually won the Asia Cup final for
Uh,
Sri Lanka
but the one who
because he
yeah.
bowled clean
was
bowled Sri Lanka was Madhushanka. The
Uh,
Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli, who clean bowled Virat Kohli and Rohit
no, no,
recently.
not this Asia Cup. The time. I mean, this
the
was only a
Asia
long.
Cup 2022.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
22. Correct, correct. When
He won the final for Sri
yeah,
Lanka actually when they
yeah,
were chasing 170. Pakistan were chasing 170. Sri Lanka because of Rajpaksa got from 58 for
Correct.
5 to 170,
But
and then
Madushanka is the
Madushan.
one who has clean bowled both Virat Kohli and Rohit
Yes,
Sharma.
yes. Madhu
Madushanka, that is Madushanka.
Yeah.
just got into
We are
MI
talking
also.
about Pramod Madushan.
Yeah.
Pramod
Pramod
Madushan.
Madushan.
Both were playing
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
both were playing. Actually, they also played in that Asia Cup 2022 win. Both
Yes.
played
That's why it
together.
was
And
confusing.
Pramod Madushan actually got the wicket of Babar and Fakar
Mm,
in
Yeah.
1 over. So
mm.
he changed the game
I mean,
in the
barring the
finals there.
injuries, this seam attack is really good. Like if they can play
Yes.
consistently, oh my God, this is
Yeah.
really good. Samira,
How I
Madushan.
mean the people were getting bowled out, man. My eyes popped out. I'm like, wow, it was so good to
And
see
then
him.
Nabi and Omarzai, like they are probably one of the most reliable batsmen in these
Yeah,
sides. They both get
yeah,
together. Omarzai, we have seen his talent in the ODI World Cup
yeah.
as well. He had so many
Mm,
partnership with Shahidi. This time
yeah.
again, he's the aggressor. Nabi is
Mm,
playing more good
mm,
deliveries. Unfortunately, what I noticed when this partnership gets along really well, around 150 runs, I'm seeing that Nabi has played 100 balls and he scored 90 runs, while Omar Zai is going at a 120 strike rate, but he's only played 70 balls. So
Hmm.
had Omar Zai played more deliveries in the middle, he could have
Hmm.
mm,
hit 200 in the chase. And
yeah.
I
Afghanistan
didn't
could have
see the
won.
match, Pratik, but I think Nabi took the responsibility of playing out Hasaranga. That was the problem. And Hasaranga bowled a very economical spell till 9 overs. I mean,
By
his
the way,
last over
when do
got.
you see Hasaranga wicketless? So I want to get credit to
That's
Afghanistan.
exactly what was their plan. So Nabi actually tried to play out Hasaranga.
Yeah.
Hasaranga was 9 overs 38. Last over he got smashed for 2 sixes by Omarzai.
Mm,
But before that he was bowling really well. So I think, yeah, man, I don't want to complain because they were 55 for 5 and it is a 242 runs partnership. Mohammad Nabi scored a century after 8.5 years. ODI 100 after 8.5 years because he got his
Yeah,
first 100 in 2015.
the
yeah.
Umar
second.
Zai was brilliant. He carried his form from Bangladesh Premier League,
Yeah.
scored 149, which is like the third highest score by an Afghan.
Yeah.
So, and he remained not out. Of course, yeah, they could have accelerated a they should have taken some chances, but we all knew that 130 in last 10 overs was never going to
Yeah.
happen.
I think
Even
last
the best
once
won't
may
give.
Omarzai find a Afghanistan cricket ki because we have seen the spin talent, we have seen
I
some
know.
swing bowlers, but
Yeah.
this guy can do both and he's doing it
And
consistently.
yeah, also adding to the thing that I mean, everyone loves Nabi, right? He has played so much cricket, irrespective of any team. So to see him scoring 100 is actually very delightful, very pleasing. And as you said, Pratik Omarzai is the future for Afghanistan cricket. He played really well. What I wanted to point out because maybe like I didn't see the entire, I saw the highlights. I saw one boundary at the 14th over.
Hmm.
I think it was either Nabi or Omar Zai. They both were there at the crease. And the next one came at 25th over. Because if that is how the highlights show, right? That what is
Yeah,
about. So, like, are you trying to say that 11 over something like that, they were without, what were they doing then in that 11
exactly. The
over?
game was lost at too many stages. Like
Yeah,
someone scored a double century, then 55 for 5. But still
correct.
there was some sort of room
Exactly.
for calculation. Like when
Hmm.
4 5 happened, the run rate was still 6.6. But
Hmm.
in 20 overs, 210 runs were needed. So they batted extremely slow in the next
Extremely
20
slow.
overs
Yeah.
to build a
Yeah.
partnership.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not a test match, right? At the end of the day, you have to try and reach close to the target. So that's
Hmm.
something
Hmm.
Afghanistan needs to correct. Also,
Yeah.
after Nabi got out, they needed 17 and over, but still you should have sent Mujib and try to do some hits. But you sent Ikram Alikhil, who is not known as a hitter. So that was
Hmm.
another bad decision.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, 55 for 5 and then coming to this, it can be
Hmm.
considered as also as an like an
Yeah,
achievement.
but अफगानिस्तान हमेशा दिल जीतती है यार मैच जीतने का टाइम है इतना टैलेंट है दिल जीत के क्या
Hmm.
यार मैच भी जीतो ना और यहाँ पे श्रीलंका में 2 साल पहले उन्होंने एक अच्छा ओडीआई सीरीज में परफॉर्म किया था दे लॉस्ट वन टू
Yeah,
मैचेस बट
yeah,
दे वन वन मैच
Yeah.
दे स्कोर्ड
correct.
They
क्लोज टू
they
300
lost the series by 2-1, and actually one of them was a match won by Charit Asalanka and Villa Legate. That was a very close match.
it was a close
Yeah, yeah,
series yeah
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
so yeah
No,
I'm
but Rashid Khan's
expecting
absence
Afghanistan to
actually
win at
leaves
least
a
one
big
match.
void. For Afghanistan, he's the main player with the bat and ball. Actually, they can't cover his absence. Like Sri Lanka without Hasaranga is a different team.
Yes.
I'm sure even if Hasaranga was not playing yesterday, Afghanistan would have got very close to the target. So, you know, the balance of power is shifted once one of them is not playing, Rashid Khan or Hasranga. So
Yeah.
that was the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's cap on this discussion. Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely feel, guys, Afghanistan will win one of the matches. So what do
Pratik, are you there?
Pratik, we lost you.
Okay.
ठीक है,